And to let the dog out and let him eat. And I told you I'll be back. I didn't want to start off with love. I had to talk about the karmic release that I just talked about. So if you did not see that reading, please go back and watch it. Again, I am Kind Big Deal Tarot, and I'm here to bring the general messages for the sign of Aquarius and cross watchers. This for Aquarius placements, especially Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. Ooh, that's Sun. All right, we're going to jump right into it. I want to thank you guys, my ancestors, my spirit guides, and my higher self for these messages, for this reading that I'm about to deliver to you today. All right, Aquarius, I already started off with the Island Time Wellness cards. All right, so what we got here is keys on the ring, the runner, date, soulmates, and coffee cup. Okay? Some of you guys were dealing with somebody basically that was stringing you along, okay? Somebody that was playing mind games with you, that was emotionally manipulating you, as we got the Three of Swords here. Some of you guys had to go back in your shell and recover from this heartbreak. This is somebody that you really thought you can trust. This is somebody that you really thought you can depend on, not just as a lover, but as a friend, okay? They were stringing you along. They had many options that I felt like they endured. They took partake in. They started to, again, deal with. For a lot of you guys, this person was a runner, okay? They were an avoidant. Again, this also could have made you run away from this person. This person was very codependent in relationships. They seek validation. So if they avoided you or ghosted you or stopped dealing with you in a connection, again, they had many options that they wanted to endure it, that they wanted to play along with. They were very much stringing you along, okay? Again, this could have been somebody that you dated. They didn't give you a confirmation of what you guys was. They didn't give you a position in their life. Some of you guys, they did. This is somebody that you dated. This is somebody that you might have had a one-night stand with. Again, and it might have turned into something. But again, this person had many options. And they played with you, right? They were stringing you along like a whole bunch of keys. And they had to pick which one they wanted to go in or which door they wanted to go to or which house they wanted to go to. They were playing games with you. Again, this person has ego issues, fear of true intimacy. So again, they weighed out their options and they decided to go somewhere else. This is somebody you dealt with in your past, okay? Again, you could have felt like this was your soulmate. You could have been feeling even killed with this person eye to eye. You were very passionate about this person. But now the roles have reversed and changed. Some of you guys have walked away from this person. They walked away from you. But now you are in a position that you have many options and decisions to choose from. Some of you guys have got yourself back out there. You're dating again, okay? And with this dating again, you have to remember what you've been through. You also have to remember your boundaries, your standards, okay? Don't be an ego because that's what you dealt with already, okay? Again, energies can be vice versa. We all have feminine and masculine within our being. Please remember that. If this does resonate with you, if you like the way I'm reading it, if you're new here, please subscribe to the tribe. Hit that thumbs up, okay? Especially if you're coming up in here and you're like, don't be a lurk. We have a lot of people that lurk being nosy, but don't hit the thumbs up, all right? So again, some of you guys dealt with somebody that's very manipulative in your energy, okay? And they were stringing you along. They had a lot of options. They avoided being very intimate with you, being very transparent with you. So again, they ran. They ran to another connection. They got into another connection. This could have been somebody they were dating behind the scenes in secret that you didn't know nothing about, all right? Now that you are gotten out of this situation, or you will be, okay, you are having many options for yourself to explore. Some of you guys are getting back out there in the dating scene, all right? When you're getting back out there in the dating scene, like I said, please remember your boundaries. Please remember what you've been through. Again, pattern of recognition. When you see something ain't right, if you feel something ain't right, know it ain't right, okay? Pay attention to your intuition. Some of these things you guys were avoiding yourself when you were in these past connections, okay? Because you just didn't want to be by yourself. You didn't want to feel alone. Again, you wanted love, okay? And you were accepting people as they was. You were not judgmental. You were not very critical. But again, certain people were certain showing you certain aspects of themselves that were not resonating with you to begin with. So again, Spirit's like, why'd you stay? Why'd you settle? Okay? Now that we're out of Mercury retrograde, again, we're still in the post shadow. Like I said, some of you guys, you had to be very lighthearted with these changes, with finding out certain things that has happened, that you were being used, that you were being abused, that you were somebody's option, that they had options. Maybe this is why they ghosted you. This is why they ran away from this intimate relationship, because they were not transparent. They also were non-committal. They did not like where this was going because they were realizing they could not manipulate you any further or any longer. For some of you guys, I heard they were starting to feel bad. So they went towards somebody of lesser value. They went to somebody that they could play with. They went to somebody that they could manipulate. Hi, Deandra Moon. They went to somebody that they could play with. Once you start to see things and realize your value and your worth, for some of you guys, you got out of the situation yourself, or this person got out of the situation, you were left stuck on why it happened. My favorite saying, it happened for you. Yeah, it happened to you, but it happened for you. Your spirit team, God, the divine, is not going to allow something to happen if it was not for your greater good. Okay? Some of you guys are getting back out there. Like I said, you're dating. While you're out there dating, you're getting back out there, you're going to meet the one. You're going to meet the one. You're meeting new people, new vibrations, new frequency. You're now making sure they resonate with you. You're not settling. Hi, Enchanted Star. Hi again. You're not settling anymore. Okay? And that's what Spirit, why Spirit, why God allowed you to go through the situations that you've been through in the past. So you can see and validate your own worth. Not have it validated by somebody else, especially if somebody else of low frequency, somebody else that also was having other options and was stringing you along. No, Spirit was not going to allow that to happen. They wanted you to be in the muck of the mud for you again to blossom like that lotus flower. The lotus flower is in the muck of the mud, the dirtiest waters, and it still comes out to be beautiful. That's why that's my Cash App name, okay? Still winds up being beautiful no matter what they have been in that yucky, nasty environment. That's what you was put in for a reason. So you can blossom and bloom anyway. So some of you guys are getting back out there, or when you do, again, be patient with yourself, heal, and then get back out there. That was not the end all be all. Okay? You have to be able to adapt, change, and heal. Okay? For the best version of yourself, like we just talked about. Okay? When you are getting back out there, you are going to be meeting the one, right? Dating, getting back out there, plan, set a date. Then we have soulmate, a soul connection here, partnership, agreement. Again, this person that you dealt with in the past that broke your heart but fixed your vision, they also were a part of your soul contract. For a lot of you guys dealt with somebody that was supposed to do this right this time. But again, we have free will. People going to do it with it they want. That's why it's free will. This person decided to, again, to explore their options. They were an avoidant. They were codependent in relationships. You might have been there. Again, that's why Spirit got you out of this situation, so you not can be codependent, so you can be self-reliant on yourself, knowing your value, knowing your worth. That way you attract. Like attracts like. You could have been in a low vibration at a bad time, and so you attract low vibrational people. It's okay. We all been there. We learn, we adapt, we change, we heal, and we move on. 10 of Cups. Some of you guys are going to be finding a good thing. Your happiness. You're getting your mojo back. Okay? A spring of life here. 10 of Cups. All right? What is costing that? Let's get the cards for Aquarius and cross watchers. So again, some of you guys are at a place where you're happy. You're around family. You're partying. You're celebrating. Some of you guys could have been betrayed by people that you thought were family members. Again, Four of Swords. You're in a place where you're healing. You're contemplating. You're meditating. Right? You could be healing from family members. People that betrayed you. People that hurt you down to your core. I like it. I like it a lot. The Magician card, at your core value, at the root. You are stepping into alignment with your manifestations. What broke your heart, fix your vision. Now you know what you want. Now you know what you're not settling for. Again, you're not settling for cowards. You were dealing with a coward before. It could have been a Leo, or you have Leo in your chart. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. But this is your energy. You're in a place of contemplation. You're in a place of rest, healing, getting your mind right. Okay? Because again, you got new beginnings that you want to manifest. With the Magician card, you were dealing with people that were very manipulative in your energy, manipulating your emotions. 1 minute they were telling you they were happy with you. Next minute they were acting, again, wishy-washy. Okay? You were dealing with a coward. Strength card in reverse. Again, like I just said in the last reading, you were in a place where you were comfortable with certain people. You were comfortable with certain situations. You also were dealing with somebody that was comfortable. Okay? They did not want to change. They did not want to adapt. They did not want to heal. You were dealing with a coward. Someone that definitely was in their ego. Somebody that was definitely very arrogant. They thought they were the end all be all, the fucking shepherd's pie to you. They thought they were all that to you in this connection. Okay? The strength card, also is a karmic number. Okay? So again, you were dealing with somebody that was in their ego. Somebody that was very much afraid of being happy with you. They were afraid of being happy. How is that? Because they all, like I said, they were in their comfort zone. Give me more about this. Definitely this person is in their head as well about what they have done. I just said that. The Wheel of Fortune reverse. This person was afraid of change. They were afraid of the unknown. Being with you in a connection was headed towards the unknown because they never been in certain situations like that. They never been with somebody of high frequency, high value. Right? Two of Wands. We just had that in the last readings. Somebody that was planning for the future. Somebody that was not living in the past. Somebody that had aspiration and goals in their life. They weren't used to that. They were used to gutter bugs. They were used to thoughts. They were used to 304s. So again, this person might have ran from this connection because again, you might have hurt this person's ego by your goals and your inspirations and knowing that they didn't have anything of that sort in their life. They were not on your level. Instead of them changing and evolving to be on your level, to grow with you, they ran from you. They avoided being intimate. They avoided being transparent. But now they're very much in thought. They're very much in contemplating because for some of you guys, they see you headed towards the future. They see you moving on like this was like dust in the wind. They see you moving on for a better life. You are happy where you are. Some of you guys could be around family, friends, celebrating. You're celebrating life. You're not allowing for this to hold you back, or this is what Spirit is telling you to do. Okay? Give me more for this situation. This person is watching you. They try to destroy your destiny, your movement, your plans. I just said that. Definitely was in their fucking ego. Two of Cups. Six of Wands in reverse. The Justice card upright. The Three of Swords in reverse. Things are being balanced out. Things are being made fair. The truth has been revealed about this person in the past. This runner, this avoidant. This person that had many options. Okay? With the Two of Wands and the Two of Cups right above and below each other. Yeah, you're planning for your future. You have inspiration. You're focusing on the future. You're focusing. You got the world again in your hand. New opportunities. Now you have options. Now you have decisions. Because you're not being stagnant in a cycle, again, of someone that is operating out of their ego with the Six of Wands in reverse. You're not giving them attention, the validation that they had to seek elsewhere. You were not hyping up their ego enough. You had to focus on other things. Especially once you see this person with the Ten of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune reverse, lack foresight, lack progress, lack expansion, lack goals, ambitions. Again, what broke your heart? Fix your vision. You knew that this was headed towards heartbreak. Once you started to see that this person, again, didn't want to come out of their comfort zone, they didn't want to change, you could have also saw that this person was operating out of ego, was very arrogant about their options and their decisions, was very arrogant how they were moving, very reckless in this connection with the Two of Cups. 2-2 here. You had to plan for the future. And for some of you guys, you realize this person wasn't it. They wasn't doing it for you. They wasn't doing it for the connection. This person was putting love spells on you, trying to make you stay, trying to cloud your judgment. Seven of Wands. You had to lay some boundaries down. You had to raise your standards. Again, you started to get very defensive because how they were treating you. It was not warranted. It was not necessary. It was not fair. They weren't being transparent. They were lying to you about their options, their decisions. They were lying to you about this connection. So some of you guys, you had to, again, set higher standards for yourself. You had to set boundaries, which you was not going to put up with and what you will put up with. Especially when it's involving you and your life, your direction, your goals, your future. Again, with the Queen of Swords, you had to turn your back, speak your truth. Yeah, it might have broke your heart, but it fixed your vision. You've been through things before. This hurt you, this scorned you, but you were standing up for yourself and you were speaking your truth. You were laying the law down, okay? With the Justice card here and the Seven of Wands, you were laying the law of your land, okay? And Spirit said, with this information and what you've been through, this is also setting you up again for a higher soulmate, someone of your frequency, someone that does match your values, your standards, your boundaries. Okay? But don't cut everybody out. Two of Pentacles in reverse. This person was resisting change. They were juggling you. And you had to decide for yourself that you were not going to be played with like that. You were not going to be juggled. You were not going to be nobody's option. You were going to be the main course and not the side entree. the appetizer, or the dessert. You were the main course. You're going to be the main person or not the person at all. Again, with the Two of Pentacles in reverse. This person was juggling you. You had to get out of your own head. Okay? I love it when we get our energy. Yeah, you had to adapt, change, and heal. You had to be lighthearted finding out this information that this person was playing with your mind and your emotions. That they were manipulating you. Okay? Again, you had to, keep up the faith. Knowing that your future was bright. Knowing who you are. Your own validation. Pour into yourself. Okay? You had to not give up hope and faith in yourself. You had to become greedy with yourself, your emotions. And not, again, pouring on to others. Not giving it where it was being wasted or unvalidated. Okay? This person was not offering you stability with the Ace of Pentacles. Now what you got coming in, because you did not give up the faith, you did not give up hope, you got stability coming in. Something that's very grounded, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. This person was not offering you that. Nine of Swords. Page of Cups. Somebody wants to come and apologize. Now that they see you glowing, that they see you happy, inspiring, and going towards your inspirations and your goals, now they want to come communicate. This person loved you. You loved this person as well. You had a lot of love for this person. But only thing this person could give you was low ball love offers. Okay? Now they want to come and communicate because some of you guys had a new lover coming in. This could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio with the King of Cups. Lord have mercy. All right? This right up under the Star card. This is somebody new. This is somebody that's on your path. This is somebody that's part of your purpose, okay? The Lovers, because you chose you. Could be a Gemini. You chose you. Instead of choosing to be in a stagnant situation, instead of choosing to be juggled, instead of choosing somebody that was not giving you the truth, instead of choosing somebody that was operating and listening to their ego, instead of choosing somebody that was stringing you along like an option. Good. That is good, Robert. Okay? It's bringing me good things as well. Page of Cups, Pisces energy. Somebody wants to come and apologize. But again, this is a low ball love offer here. Pisces energy. They want to come communicate with you. They got something to say. But the Knight of Swords is very impulsive when he communicates. He don't even think about what he's going to say. He just says shit. Okay? What we like to say, talking out their ass. They want to come talk out their ass now and communicate to you about why they did what they did, why they did what they did, what they did, blah, 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 blah. Talk your ear off with a whole bunch of nonsense. But then you also have, again, now you have options and decisions. You also have somebody that's coming in, and this person is choosing you. Not that you are their only option, but they know the value of you. They know that you are their best option. Okay? And you was for this past person too, but they were scared. They were scared of doing the work on themselves that they need to be at your level. Again, like I said, under this past person, this person could have been younger than you, or it definitely was an age difference. Okay? It was an age difference. This person from the past still have not learned their lessons. Page of Pentacles in reverse. They have nothing to little to nothing to offer you. They didn't even have that in the beginning, but they made it seem like they did. They made it seem like they were the best thing on earth for you while they were out there entertaining others, making them feel the same way too. Like they were the best option, the best person, the best gal, the best guy. The person was very immature, very petty. They don't have goals. They don't have inspirations going on in their life. They also could have legal issues. This could have been a criminal. Somebody that had a criminal past. A criminal past. But this is something they continued to stay in because they were operating out of their ego. They were very arrogant about what this connection, about what they were bringing towards you. And it wasn't shit. It was a little piece of fish. It wasn't even the big fish. They try to treat you like a fool, but some of you guys turned your back. You took a risk. This person took foolish risk with playing with your heart. With playing these mind games on you. So some of you guys, again, you went another direction. Even if they went another direction, you accepted it. You adapted and you changed and you healed for your betterment of yourself. Because you wanted more in your life than this person. What they were bringing towards you. What they were doing. Playing with your emotions. Stringing you along. You deserve better. But you had to know that about yourself. This person very much was bad luck. Very much karmic energy. They, again, went towards karmic ties. Even if this was your twin flame, your soulmate, they were supposed to do good by you this time life. Or this lifetime. But they chose their other options. They chose people that was on their frequency. They chose to deal with other criminals. People that also were lying, cheating, stealing on that vibration. There's nothing you can do about that. But watch it unfold. And that's what some of you guys are. You're focusing on your future. Yeah, you've been through some karmic shit. Some yucky waters, muddy waters in the past. But that is not your life. That is not who you are. And that's what you're not destined to be. Page of Pentacles. In reverse. This person has no progress in their life. But they see you doing well for yourself. They see you at a place of happiness. Smiling. Living your best life. Even if you aren't right now, you're not showing what you've been through in the past. Because no matter what, you're definitely not there anymore. So you're happy. Your luck has changed for the better. Yep. You're going towards your future. You're having blind faith and you're taking a risk on yourself onto a new adventure. But you have to have faith to allow the universe to catch you. Spirit to catch you. God to catch you. Child, you ain't never lying. You had to release this burden. This person was a burden. This person was an extra responsibility. And some of you guys had to move on. When you moved on, you had success. Again, the black and white, the police. You might have to call the law on this person. They're heavy much involved in some illegal activity. The law could have been involved. The number 7, again, that's spirit. When you moved on, again, things started to change. You're starting to see success. You are triumphing through all the muddy waters that they put you in. You're blossoming. Some of you guys could be moving on towards a Cancer. Again, that water sign. This is somebody you're going to have success with. They're not going to feel like a burden. They're not going to feel like an extra responsibility. This person's going to feel like a breath of fresh air compared to what you've been dealing with. Karmic ties. Again, the devil in reverse. The way we like to see it. You ended karmic cycles. You got away from, same thing, demonic people. People that were trying to hold you in bondage. Could have been dealing with the Capricorn. Somebody that was, again, was obsessed with having you in some type of soul tie. Some type of trauma bond. Okay? Queen of Wands in reverse. A dark witch. Somebody that's very insecure, malicious, malice, unhappy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Again, you started to plan for your future, go another direction. 3 of Wands. You were waiting for your ships to come in. Some of you guys actually might be at a distance. 3-3 here. Okay? You might be at a distance away from this person. Yeah, you dealt with a lot of people. Queen of Cups in reverse. Two of Swords. This person tried to have you very much stagnant, stuck in your life. 222 here. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio in reverse. Queen of Cups in reverse. This person could have went towards a Queen of Wands or a Queen of Cups. Again, remember, they had options. They went towards somebody that was just as karmic, such as low vibrational as themselves. And now they're unhappy because you are happy and you're not stuck. You're not stagnant where they wanted you to be in about this connection. Like we had in the last reading, some of you guys are focusing on yourself, your family, your business, your job, your kids, your life. The Queen of Pentacles is the one queen that's right up under the Empress. You were dealing with people that refuse to look on themselves. They refuse to soul search. They refuse to heal. They refuse to grow. They refuse to get out of their comfort zone. Okay? Yep. Some of you guys are a single lady or a single man. Very self-reliant. Again, with the Devil card in reverse, not codependent. You're self-reliant. You're at a place where you are at peace and contentment. And again, this is what is making you very attractive, very alluring. You were dealing with people that were lying to you, gossiping about you. Page of Swords in reverse. They also got, Spirit said, they had got you fucked up because they got misinformation about you and who you are. They were trying to give you misinformation about this connection, about where it was headed. Okay? This person is under judgment. They're going through karma. They're having a lot of bad luck in their life. Misfortunes. Okay? They thought they were going to leave you isolated, alone, okay, by yourself. Nobody was going to want you. I don't know. They thought they were going to have you devastated here. We keep getting this. Yep, you dealt with a mooch. Somebody that was not, oh God. Somebody that was not even good with their money. Okay? Somebody that was not responsible with their money, their finances. Okay? You had to reject this person. You had to reject them. You had to get out of the fear of rejecting people because they rejected you. They rejected this connection. They were not doing the work. They were playing games. Ace of Swords. They were playing games with you. You had to realize what was going on. Whether they left you or you left them, you had to realize what was going on and get out of it for your own sanity. Okay? High Priestess in reverse. They did not pay attention to their intuition. They also had a lot of secrets that are starting to be revealed. Another 2. 222 is here. Okay? They were working with dark witches. Again, some of them were after your stability, was after your manifestations. Give me more about this. That's what you had to start focusing on, child. This person from your past could have been a friend. Who you are coming into fruition with right now is somebody that was a friend. Could have been somebody from your past that was a friend. This is somebody that you are manifesting, or they are manifesting you guys. Having a new beginning. This is going to be your stability. Your new person. This person is going to come bringing you stability, commitment, marriage even. Okay? Because who you were dealing with in the past was very dark. Very dark. Very non-committal. Very much in their ego. Very arrogant about their options and decisions. And now things have turned, like I told you, very much a person that was very criminal-minded. Very unfair, unjust. They're going through a lot of legal situations. A lot of karma with the number 8. It's the 11, but in here, It's 8. I don't know why it's 8. Get the 6 of Wands in reverse. Could have been a Leo. Now, this was upright. It just flipped in reverse. This person's not getting the attention that they thought they was going to get from these options. They're not getting attention. They're not getting accolades. You are. You are. And they're watching this from a distance. They are flabbergasted, my new word. Not new word, but I like using it. They are really very much flabbergasted about how all this situation has turned around for them. Whoever they went towards, this Queen of Cups in reverse and that Queen of Wands in reverse, they're bored with this person. They're bored of this situation. Now they're bored of their options. They're bored of what they chose. They're bored of where they went towards. This person's not caring about them, supportive like you were. Not giving them the attention or the validation. They were giving them that at that time for them to get away from you. They did not want this past person to decide on you. Whoever they went towards is very critical as you are having new beginnings. Whatever new beginnings you are having, you created this because you had to adapt and change. You could not be stuck in that emotional baggage that you was in with this person in the past. And for some of you guys, you had to be heightened and aware of who you are and have your own validation. This person switched up on you. They stopped giving you the attention. They just switched up on you. And they started giving attention somewhere else. For some of you guys, this was a twin flame. You had to get yourself out of your own inner turmoil. Chaos, 5 of Wands in reverse. This was a lot of drama for you guys. This was too much. Too much chaotic energy. Chaos. This person likes that. Bitches or guys fighting over them. They like that energy. That's what they thought you were going to do, guys. Hi, Tracy. That's what they thought you were going to do. They thought they were going to get you on a place where you was going to fight, you was going to chase, you was going to get all rah-rah and battled up for this person. And when it didn't happen, they had to settle for what they chose. And now they don't like it over there. They're bored over there. When they was in this connection with you, you was giving them an attention. You were validating them, even if they were in this criminal mindset, even if they had bad situations going on for them in their past. You try to help them plan for the future. You try to help them evolve into a better person. But this person, again, they weren't getting the attention that they wanted from you 24/7 because you had to focus on your own life. You had boundaries that you were setting, that you had up. And they didn't like them boundaries. Some of you guys had to get out of being a people pleaser. You had to start saying no to a lot of things that this person wanted to do or have you do or take from you. No. Pentacles is not just about money, it's about energy. No, I'm not taking you here. No, I'm not doing that. No, we're not doing that. No. No is a complete sentence. So whoever they wanted less, they wanted someone with no boundaries. Your person has no boundaries. Okay? They went towards somebody that was a people pleaser for real as well. Queen of Wands. You're looking very attentive, very attractive right now. You're looking very fine, very handsome. You're in that love energy. You're not bowing down to no man, to no woman right now. You're not. Again, this is what's making you, guys, you got 1, 2, 3. 3 aces right now. This is what's making you bring in this new love. This is what's making you being very attractive because you have raised your vibration once again. You already raising your vibration when you was in this energy with this person. Again, like I said, they could not get on your level. They could not get on that vibration because they were stuck in criminal activity. They were stuck on low vibrational energy. They were giving their energy out to too many people. Sex is sacred for a reason. When you exchange and you lay down with somebody, you're laying down with all their demons. And that's what this person was doing. They were out there doing the most, with many people, with the most. So now they have those demonic energies, the entities attached to them. Again, you had to get out of your head about this situation, about this person. Spirit is saying you're going to have to get out of your head about this person coming towards you. Some of you guys have options. That's why you have many options, many people you can decide from. Show me what's coming in for Aquarius and cross watchers. Ooh. Again, this is somebody that you have manifested. This is somebody that's in alignment. Their birthday could be in January. Show me more. This could be a Gemini or a Virgo. Whoa. This is also somebody that is very much a loner. I don't want to say a loner, but they don't like hang in groups, hang in packs, hang with crews. They do their own thing. Okay. Could be a Virgo as well. It fell on the Cancer. The Chariot. Oh, two. This is your person. With the Two of Cups. This is somebody you're going to have, share feelings with. This is somebody that's going to be on the same page. This one is going to be somebody that validates your uniqueness. They're going to feel like they want a prize by being with you. That's who you want. You want somebody that definitely feels like you are the prize. You are someone, again, you're going to feel like this person is a breath of fresh air for you as well. All right? They're going to love your unique qualities about you. They're going to love your aesthetic. They really feel like you're beautiful. You're gorgeous, I hear. Oh, yeah. Knight of Cups, the Gen. This is going to be somebody that you wish for. Person could be very much a charmer as well. So just, again, be realistic about the charming. What is being said, make sure it is validated with the actions. Oh, wow. Yeah, you're going to have a lot of options, guys, okay? Because, like I said, this Empress status that is coming out again for us, I love it. Child. You got Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Pisces, Aquarius, Cancer, Gemini. These are the options that you got coming on, all right? Again, even without it being Mercury retrograde, this past person, they don't want to give up. They don't want to give up on coming to explain themselves to you because now their options are not what they want. Now they're bored with their situation and their options. Now the roles have reversed. They're unhappy. They're miserable. They're not getting the support. Now the mind games are being affected to them. Now somebody's playing with them like they were playing with you in their connection. They're being strung along. But you already set sail with this person in this situation. Even if they ghosted you. You're focused on your luck. You're focused on your change. Your embetterment. You're trying to create new things. You're building your life back up from what was possibly destroyed. Okay? How this person made you feel at one moment. And you're doing it singly. Again, this is making you very attractive because you're at a place where you're at peace and you are content right now with being alone. Because you'd rather be single than to deal with the mess that this person from the past had you in. You'd rather be single than be a string along. An option. Second and third choice. Eight of Cups in reverse. Whoever ghosted you and moved away from you wants to come back. This new person could be somebody that you also dealt with in the past. But it looks like you could have dealt with this person. You guys could have only been friends. This also could be somebody that your family might be trying to introduce, or your friends might be trying to introduce you to. So you might be a little hesitant with that. But Spirit is saying, you know, go for it. Just see what it could possibly turn out to be. Okay? Your past person is definitely very much unhappy, unfulfilled. Oh my God. Now remember, out over here, you got the Three of Swords in reverse, that you were healing this heartbreak. Now your past person feels very alienated and very much heartbroken because things didn't work out like they thought they were going to. Now they're walking around like a zombie. They refuse to work on a connection with you. They refuse to change their life. They refuse to focus on something better than low vibrational, karmic, yucky energy. So now they're in what they wanted. They're in that. And now they don't want to be. They want to come and talk to you and converse with you. Try to get the situation back. But again, they went the wrong direction. They went the wrong direction. They didn't plan well. They didn't plan well. Coming for you, breaking your heart. They didn't realize who you was, again, they realized who you was. They realized your value. They didn't think that you were going to realize your value. With Five of Swords in reverse. Five of Swords in reverse, this person is in isolation. These are the mental mind games, one-upping each other, trying to get you jealous. Five of Wands, putting you in secret competition. Inner chaos, making you want to, again, question yourself, question your direction. Now they're questioning their choices and what they have done, who they wind up laying down and sleeping with. Again, for some of you guys, they could have got into a place where they got somebody pregnant. So now they're trapped in that situation until things are being revealed. If this child is theirs, they also are trapped in that situation basically for 18 years, even if it is theirs. Seven of Swords in reverse. Things have came out about their deception, their lies. The Moon card in reverse. Their betrayal. They betrayed themselves. They broke their own heart trying to break yours. Trying to hurt you. Because, like I said, because this person keeps coming out in our readings, they can't come back from what they did. They can't. But they're going to try. They want to come in, and now you got all the aces. They want to come and give you some type of clarity, some type of truth. I feel like you already have a mental breakthrough or clarity about who this person is. They don't need to do no explaining to you. It's okay. You did what you did. Now let it go like I had to. Now move on like I had to. Yeah, you chose wrong. Because you were there for them. You were supporting them no matter if they had a criminal background. They also could have did some criminal things to you. Your finances. Your mind. Again, with this dark witch. They were trying to hold you back in your life. In your destiny. They were trying to block, swap, stop your destiny. Trying to stop you from moving on. All right, guys. Let's get some more thumbs up here. 16 people. 46 people in here lurking. Okay, 9 of Cups. 999 here. You're doing this in solitude. And it fell right on the 10 of Cups. You're doing this single. You're getting your wishes emotionally fulfilled by yourself in solitude. And this is bringing you into union, into alignment with another. Okay? With the 9 and 10 of Cups, the 10 of Cups has 2 people, the 9 has 1. This is bringing you into alignment with another. Again, it could be a water sign, a Pisces, or a Cancer. This person is going to be emotionally fulfilling, very much satisfying for you and you for them. It's going to be equal. It's going to be balanced. Whoa. Oh my God. But now you have this demon over here that wants to come back. You can't make it up again. I feel like this new person is also going to be very much obsessed with you. Spirit said they like your sex. They like your sex. You're very alluring. You're very attractive. Very much in temptation. Could be dealing or getting a Capricorn. Give me more about it. So I don't like that demon popping out over there. This new person going to be obsessed with you too. I feel like you guys have a lot of people. 8 of Swords crossing it. What is this? They told me to keep that over there. Oh, wow. For some of you guys, the new person is going to be, this pops up too. Because I feel like I'm repeating myself. The new person is going to be a little weary about this past person. Also be a little weary because you are very attractive. You do have a lot of options, okay? They're going to be weary if you really close out this cycle with this past person and your options. They're going to be very leery about that. So that's why they might be a little obsessed, because they're going to try to like watch you, your movement, see what you focus on, see what you do, see how you're handling yourself. So they might be entrapped in their head about you, Aquarius and cross watchers. Like I said, some of you guys are that Queen of Wands. You're in that Lilith energy. You're villain era. Oh my God. But this person definitely, you know, feels like you're it for them. You're very attractive. You're very alluring. And they don't have no clouded judgment about you. They want to choose you again with the Lovers here. Spirit. Also, some of you guys, again, if you guys have sex with them, or when you do, they're very much going to feel like you're taking their soul with the succubus energy here, the Lovers. They could have felt like they dealt with a demon as well in their past. So some of you guys are definitely going to be on the same energy. Somebody did not definitely learn their lesson from the past, and they're very much unhappy. Some of you guys got them blocked. You got them blocked, or your spirit team does. And Spirit said, keep them that way. They don't want them coming in and messing up what you got going on, what you got coming in for you. All right. I'm going to pull some of these and then in the cards. So again, Aquarius and cross watchers, you have plenty of options. Again, this is your reward season. It's coming in many ways. You got all aces out here, a new creative life that you are creating yourself by walking away from karmic ties, karmic cycles, releasing karmic energy. Again, it is what it is. You avoided chaos. You avoided destruction by avoiding this past person that wanted to play mind games with you, that wanted to string you along. Spirit said you also avoided STDs because this is what they're dealing with. Sickness, unhealthy, right? Mental, physical, and emotional. Emotional manipulator. Lovers in reverse. Yeah, this person, again, you could have dealt with a Gemini. They're going to come and communicate towards you, but what they want to communicate is still not the truth. They're not being honest. And they want to come in fast. Ace of Wands in reverse with Judgment. Like I said, they're going through some type of karma. They're going through some type of karma by the actions that they chose, who they appeared to lay down with. Definitely don't sleep with this person from the past. Again, like I said, you avoided chaos. You avoided self-destruction. Self-destruction. They're headed for self-destruction. They destroyed themselves by sleeping with all these people, by playing these games with you, by exploring all their options. Definitely. This person was for the streets. And now they got a street disease. Child, they're steady watching and lurking and trying to get more information about what you doing, who you being with. Spirit said that they also were trying to blame you. When this person and this karmic got into, about this argument, they're over there arguing about who gave them what. They try to blame you, but you know, for a lot of you guys, you always use protection with this person. So that it's not you. They know it's not you, but this is what they want to tell somebody else. Again, if they might trying to come in and try to destroy what you got going on. So don't display everything. Again, keep your life very private and secretive. How you're moving, what you're doing. It is not for all eyes to see. Because when people know what's going on in your life, that's how they can attack it. Magically. Evil eye. Negative cantations. Again, this person, the Emperor, this person that's coming in is definitely your divine match. Emperor and Empress here. This person also from the past, they got father issues. They had a pregnancy, a baby. They got foundation issues, stability. But again, they're trying to come back because they're trying to gain control back, power back into their position where they had in your life before. But whoever you are dealing with is some type of boss person, boss figure, divine, masculine or feminine. Oh yeah, this person is very upset that they break from you. They're very upset. They're angry. That's more than upset. They're enraged that you broke free. That you're headed onto a whole new direction, a whole new path without them. A whole new life for yourself. And it's full of abundance. It's full of joy. With all the aces here, whole new connection. You can't make it up. A whole new connection. I love it, guys. You got everybody talking. Everybody talking. As the sun just beamed on my face. You got everybody talking about where you're headed. Guys. All right, let me end this for Aquarius. Let's end this for Aquarius and cross watchers. They're watching. They're trying to get in more information. Man holding a heart. This is what's coming in for you. 45, 9. They could be 45. Okay? This is going to be somebody that, again, is very emotional. Wears their heart on their sleeve. Very stable. Okay? Financial constraints. You could be going through some financial constraints. Again, this could be the person from the past. Again, it shows the door is shut. They want to reopen this door. Again, they're having financial constraints because of their fatherhood. What they chose to do. Who they chose to lay down with. Woman holding the heart. Man holding the heart. Woman holding the heart. Okay? Again, 44, 45. This is the couple. This is going to be you guys as a couple. This is going to be somebody you can open your heart with. You can be vulnerable with. But again, you have to be able to walk through that door. Spirit set you up for abundance here. Again, set you up for a good life. But you have to be able to open through that door and close the door from the past. Release that karmic energy. Don't entertain. Again, but I love it. Victory. Victory is yours. You're not a victim. What happened to you happened for you. Remember that. Okay? The thinking man. This man in the past or woman is definitely very much in their thoughts about what they did. How this all folded. Them coming against you. Them lacking action. Them not wanting to progress and do the right thing. For a lot of them, now they got some type of STD. They got a child. They got these karmics on their ass. Like, it's a lot of chaos and drama in their life. You don't want that in your life. This is the past that you left behind, right? Broke your heart, but fix your vision. Can't make it up. You walked away. You're going through the gate of your abundance. A whole new life is blossoming and blooming for you guys. All right. I love you so much. Remember, be you, love you. It is the highest vibration of all. Bye, guys.